can chant this great mantra together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What do you think it means? Mangala, what does Mahamantra mean?
Hare Krishna means meeting, and when there's separation, it's Radha calling out Krishna, Krishna, and Krishna calling out Radha, Radha.
Very good. That's one meaning. Lochanji, what do you think Mahamantra means to you?
It's calling out to Krishna and Radha.
Vrindavan? Mahamantra means all the Harikatha you hear. That's all explanation of the Mahamantra. Why we chant the Mahamantra. Everything comes from Om. All the Vedas come from Om. So all this Harikatha comes from Mahamantra. All these books, all comes from Mahamantra. Yes? Kirtan, what do you think Mahamantra? What's it mean to you? Oh, just, I don't know. What do you think about when you think of the Mahamantra?
I don't want to make an offense. I hear like Maharaj's Jaivanis. I think he says like Harinam Prabhu or something. So it's more like personality, but you can also say like technique or a way out. You know, so I don't want to make it a tool.
Mantra eti mantra. No, that's it. Mantra eti mantra. That which frees the mind is called mantra. So there's many levels of understanding the Mahamantra and many levels of help it can give. They've done the scientific studies that it relieves stress, reduces cortisol levels, anxiety, and that it's more effective than just chanting different Sanskrit sounds or different sounds. The Mahamantra is shown to be very helpful in that level. So it can free the mind from anxiety and stress. Meditation in general is shown to help, right? But this is more effective because, we can meditate, but our own meditation, our own attitudes, it can have a certain effect, but the power of the sound vibration, it's something coming from the beyond to you, to help you. Whereas if we just sit and meditate, I'm going to meditate, it's all kind of like a personal thing. Me, I'm going to sit, and through my proper attitude, through my meditation, I'm going to achieve something. But when we chant these mantras have spiritual potency. And so we're getting support and help from within, I would say, but God within and also God without. Both are helping us when we chant these mantras. So we're not just sitting and meditating, we're chanting these mantras while meditating. It's more powerful. They say that one side of the Mahamantra is a call, a prayer, and it's us calling out to something great. But there's another understanding of the Mahamantra, which is, it's Srimati Radhika's call to Krishna, or it's Krishna's call to Srimati Radhika. We've talked about this before. We tend to think that I am the center of everything, and so I am calling Krishna. And that is one understanding of the Mahamantra, which is valid. But there's another understanding of the Mahamantra where it's actually just Srimati Radhika calling out to Krishna. So there's different commentaries. This is based off the commentary of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. And he says that, Srimati Radhika was in separation from Krishna, feeling the longing to be with him. And so she sat down, like we see this painting of Radharani alone. It's actually called Radharani Alone. We were in a program, and they were asking, why is this picture there of Radharani alone? We had distributed Radha Krishna together, all the paintings were gone, and we had this painting of Radharani alone, and she had a tear. And the people asked, why is Radharani alone and crying? We don't want this picture. And I also said, we don't want this picture, that's why we're trying to give it to you. We don't want Radharani alone crying. But when she's alone crying, this is actually a meditation for us. So that's why there's a reason we have the picture. Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, our great grandfather guru, Jagat Guru, world teacher, he said that our highest aspiration should be to serve Krishna's eternal associates in separation from him, to help them minimize the burden and the pain of separation, of that longing to be with him. So to serve those Brijabasis in separation, and that means to serve Srimati Radhika in separation from Krishna. So there's a song we pray by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Shri Krishna Virahe Radhika Radasha Amito Sahite Nare Jugala Milan Sukirakaran Jivana Chadite Pare. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings, we sing this every day for this whole month. Shri Krishna Virahe Radhika Radasha Amito Sahite Nari Jugala Milan Sukera Karan Jivana Chadite Pari. You see the mood here, right? That the devotee is praying that I cannot tolerate Shri Radha's feelings of separation from Krishna, and I am willing to give up my life to somehow arrange their meeting. So this is the mood of those liberated souls who have realized their own intrinsic nature as the maidservants of Shri Radha, and they're praying like this. So the mood here is that this is called Tat Tat Bhavichamai. Shri Radha's moods of separation from Krishna, or pangs of longing to be with him, are so intense that her associates, that are called manjaris, that means those who are so connected to her, they don't feel separate existence from her. We would say it's like the highest, Kaivalyekya Prayojana means the highest attainment is the unity of love, the union of love. And so you can approach that through Krishna, and you can approach that through Shakti Shri Radha. The manjaris are those who achieve that perfection of the ultimate union of love through Shri Radha with Shri Krishna, and ultimately identify with her and her moods and her longings. And so when she is in separation from Krishna, they cannot bear that pain. It's said that she will lay on a bed of flowers, and the heat from her body, from her fire of separation, will immediately turn them into dry petals. So they will create a beautiful bed of rose petals, very soft, very fragrant, and she will lay there, and in a moment they'll become crisp. And then every half hour they'll change it and make her new. She'll get up for some time and lament and pray to Krishna and call out to Krishna, and then again lay down. She cannot tolerate the separation. Why? Because their nature is to be one, to be connected, to be united. That is Bhakti Yoga. The soul is not happy separate from God. Said actually the cause of all our suffering in material existence is separation from God. It looks like we're suffering in samsara for this reason, that reason, birth, death, old age, and disease. Adhyatmika, adibhautika, and adidaivika, threefold suffering means caused by oneself, caused by others, caused by nature. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that actually the real cause of suffering is separation from God. The soul is not happy. Therefore, it's almost creating all these kinds of suffering. Ahankar, eye-making, and this crazy world that we live in is being created by the souls in suffering and separation from God. And we're trying to solve that suffering, and we don't know why we're suffering. And then we just get further and further into that mess, like that tangled web. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings that when we can recognize that actually I realize that my separation from God, my desire to be united with Him, why that's the nature of the soul. The part is attracted to the whole. It wants to be together with the whole. When you're separate from the whole, you're suffering. Everything is an effect, the cause of our suffering. We can say, oh, I have a disease, therefore I'm suffering. But what's the cause? That's an effect. The root cause of all suffering in material existence is separation from God. That's the real cause of suffering. And so now when the soul realizes that, from the heart it prays, the soul prays. Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings, Araje sangsara mor nahi lage bhalo kahaje Krishna heri chinta vishalo. This corresponds to the 6th and 7th verse of Shikshastakam, Mahaprabhu's prayers. Yugaitam nimeshena chakshusha pravishaitam shunyaitam jagat sarvam govinda virahena me. This is the prayers of the gopis. They're saying, oh Krishna, without you, a moment seems like 12 years. And my eyes are flowing, tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain. I cannot tolerate your separation. Ara jay sangsara mor nahi lage bhalo. Kaha jay Krishna heri echinta vishalo. Now I no longer find taste and happiness in this world of samsara. And echinta, I'm always thinking. Chinta means to worry. This is the basic condition of bhaya, fear. Ahar nidra bhaya maitun. Any living organism, human being, mammal, animal, is thinking, I need food, I need to survive. Ahar, nidra, to rest, but then bhaya, fear. What is the base of that? Chinta, I'm worried. There's material worry, and then there's spiritual worry. What are we worried about, Lochan Prabhu? Kaha jay Krishna heri, echinta vishalo. Now my thoughts and my chinta, that means my tendency to worry, is filled up with what? Where can I find Krishna? Kaha jay Krishna heri, where can I find Krishna? Where can I find Krishna? That is my whole thought process. All of my worry into totem. So, when we chant Mahamantra, we at least learn to appreciate this mood, respect this mood. We can't artificially imitate, but this is the mood that the devotees are chanting in. Exalted devotees are chanting with that mood. I no longer have any desire for enjoyment in this world because I've been bitten by that powerful poison, Krishna Bhakti Ras. What is that? Gurudev would say, it's the poison that destroys all material life. Like the Brajagopis in the Rasa dance. It said before the Rasa dance, when they were young gopis, they heard the sound of Krishna's flute. What is it? Tapta jivana, like poison. 9th verse of Gopi Geet. Now our life has become useless. Why? This poison of Krishna's flute song has entered our ears, and we have no taste for anything but Krishna, 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 Krishna. The Uttama Bhagavats, the topmost devotees, are always on this mood. We see Raghunath Swami praying, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. I cannot tolerate separation from you. I cannot tolerate separation from you. Oh Lord, you must reveal yourself to me. You are in my heart, but why don't you come out, show yourself? When Uddhava came to Vrindavan, he told the gopis, oh, Krishna is in your heart. They say, all these fancy words and ideas. We want to see him in front of our eyes and to embrace him. And then we understand he is God. He's hiding in our hearts. He's in your heart? Yes. But why not come out? Krishna? When Swarup Damodar told Mahaprabhu Krishna is in his heart, he started to cut open his chest. It's not enough he's in my heart. If he's in my heart, I have to find him and bring him out. Why? This is also separation. You can tell a beloved, oh, your lover is in your heart. No, I want him in front of me. This is Srimati Radhika's desire. That the soul is attracted to God, and suffering is based on separation from God. And so we are looking, all souls are looking for that union, yoga, bhakti yoga, union. We have prayer, and we have union. We are now connected, cannot be separated. Right? The soul and God are inseparably separate. That means we are individual, but we are inseparable. So we are looking for that meeting. So now Srimati Radhika is in separation. She chants this Mahamantra. Raghunath Das Goswami comments on this. Who is Raghunath Das Goswami here? Rati Manjari. So he knows Srimati Radhika's moods. And he's commenting on her moods. There's many commentaries on Mahamantra. Dhyan Chandra Goswami, Gopal Guru Goswami, Jeev Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami. But Rupanugas, followers of Rupa Goswami, they're followers of Raghunath Das Goswami. Because Rupanuga means the best followers of Srila Rupa Goswami. And that is Raghunath Das Goswami. So his explanation of the Mahamantra is topmost. And we are not qualified to understand it. Actually, we're not qualified to describe it. But we can give some hidden, indirect understanding. To directly describe, he writes it in Sanskrit. But to directly, and then some years of sadhana and maturity, then you can understand. But Mahamantra is love song. This is what Raghunath Das Goswami describes. Mahamantra is Srimati Rani's love song to Krishna. So we are calling to Krishna with the same mantra. Why? Because we are expansion of energy. Srimati Radhika Shakti. And we are praying for her service and to serve her beloved Krishna. So we are calling her song. We are praying for our union with Krishna. This is good prayer. But even higher prayer is Shri Krishna Virahe Radhika Radasa Amito Sahite Nare Jugala Milan Sukre Karan Jivana Charite Pare. Oh Radhe, one day may I serve you. I'll chant this Mahamantra so that you may meet with Krishna. And in her meeting with Krishna, we also experience complete fulfillment, complete joy, because we are not considering ourselves separate. Manjari means on the creeper, there's the tamal tree, Krishna. And Srimati Radhika is the creeper winding around Shri Krishna. And on that creeper there are leaves and twigs. Each twig is a group. Srimati Radhika is the divine creeper. Each twig is a group. Manjaris means, in English they call it floret. Many small little flowers on one little bud. Like you'll see some kind of flowers like that. There'll be many small little, like a tulsi manjari. Many baby flowers on one little stem. So that's one jute, one group. And when Krishna meets with Shri Radha, the main flowers, it said when the bumblebee is sitting on the main flower, the small manjaris, they also shiver. That means they're experiencing the meeting of Radha with Krishna. Because their hearts are become tadatmik, one with their Ishwari. Therefore you experience it completely. And her mood is, she doesn't see any difference, so the energy completely flows. Even in this world you can see, someone who has a very close relationship, it's like they're experiencing the same thing. If you look at husband and wife, or lover, beloved, their pain is each other's. Their joy is each other's. You taste something very nice, oh, you want your beloved to taste it. So Radharani shares all her experience with her manjaris, completely. With the Sakis, Lita Vishaka, she sees some separation. With the manjaris, there's no separation. They have that much intimacy with Shri Radha. That's why it's said that when Radha and Krishna are meeting in the most intimate pastimes, the manjaris may be there, but Sakis will not be there, Lita Vishaka will not be there. So now Srimati Radhika is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Raghunath Das Goswami describes in separation from Krishna, she sits sometimes alone. That's why this picture of Radharani alone. She's sitting alone in separation and chanting. We have 5 minutes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. This first Hare means Srimati Radhika is praying, oh Hare. In this case, Hare is vocative case for Hari or for Hara. Hara is the name for Shri Radha, who steals the mind of Krishna, who is Hari. And so it naturally means both. Because if you say, okay, Hare is the vocative case for Hara. But what does Hara mean? She who steals the mind of Hari. Hara is to steal. And Hari is also, he is stealing. So Hare means both. For us, generally we understand Hare is named for Radha. This is proper. This is according to the Siddhanta, the philosophy. And Hare includes the name of Radha and all her associates, Manjaris and Gopis. But now she is calling out this name, so she is thinking, I am Hara, you are Hari. So she is calling out to Hari. And she is thinking, oh Krishna, that you have stolen away my mind, my heart. I no longer possess anything. My mind, my heart, my senses, my body, everything is yours. Why are you separate from me? Everything I had was stolen by you. So since you took everything, why did you leave me behind? You took my mind, you took my heart, you took all my thoughts, and now take me. And she's thinking like this, Hari. And then she's saying, Krishna. Why is Krishna stealing everything? His very name, Krishna, means he who is attracting everything. Krishna means all attractive. In this world, anything we're attracted to is one form of Krishna. Whether it's beauty, anything of beauty, whether it's wealth and opulence, whether it's strength, whether it's knowledge, whether it's renunciation. Any opulence we're attracted to is opulence of Krishna. It's all attractive. So rather than he's thinking, Hare Krishna, that I cannot help myself, that you have stolen my heart, you've stolen my mind, you've stolen my senses, everything, because you are Krishna. It said the soul in separation from Krishna is suffering, but it's become rusty like an iron, rusty, not attracted to the magnet, attracted to other things and just lost and confused. But as we follow this process of chanting Hare Krishna, we chant, then what happens? Cheto dharpana marjanam. Gradually the mirror of the heart is cleansed, all the rust is removed, and the natural attraction for Krishna awakens. So Radharani he says, Hare Krishna. Krishna is all attractive. By his beauty, by his smile, by his sweetness, by his flute playing, by his threefold bending form, by his dancing, by his speaking, by his caressing. In every way, Krishna is all attractive. That the wives of the demigods in heaven, hearing Krishna's flute, they lose their sense. They may be in the lap of their husband, but they forget their husband and they're thinking only Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. What to speak of anyone in this world. Those who are enjoying in the highest kinds of pleasures, for them, just hearing the sound of Krishna's flute, hearing the name of Krishna, all those pleasures become like tucha, means insignificant, or grinna, which means contemptible. So Radharani then says, Hare. And what is Krishna doing? Oh, Krishna is playing his flute. And playing his flute, then Krishna is calling us into the forest. So we sing, Chindamani Moy, Radha Kunda Tata, Tahi Kunja Shata Shata, Prabhala Vidru Maya Tarulata, Mukta Fale Abhanata. It's the first verse. The fourth verse, the third verse thing, oh, Emana Shamoy Muralira Gan, Pashibe Dashikane, Anande Matibo Shakala Bulibho, Shri Krishna Vangsi Ragane. Hearing the sound of Krishna's flute entering this ear, then Anande Matibo Shakale Bulibo. Bliss arises in the heart and I forget everything. Shakale Bulibo. Shri Krishna Vangsi Ragane. Hearing the sound of Krishna. What is Krishna's flute song playing? Whose name? Radhe Radhe Bholi Muralidha Kibe Madhya Ishwari Nama Suniya Chamaki Utibe Dhasi Kemone Koribe Prana. He's chanting, Krishna's flute is calling out, Radhe, Radhe. And Radharani is thinking, you are calling me. I must go and satisfy you. I'm not seeking my own happiness. You are suffering in pain of separation from me, therefore I am suffering pain of separation from you. Only Radharani is not feeling separation. Krishna is feeling separation. So he is calling out, Radhe, Radhe. And her followers, Manjaris, are hearing the sound, Radhe, Radhe, and they are running to the forest. Where can I find Krishna? Ki koribe, pran, what should I do? So Radharani is chanting Hare. Raghunath Swami says she chants Hare, and she's hearing and remembering the sound of Krishna's flute and remembering her meeting with Krishna. Now in separation, she was remembering how when Krishna played the flute, she left everything. Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings, Ghare na jai bhovane praveshivo Olila rasira tare Tyaji kulalaj pajabrajaraj Vinoda minati kore. In this song, Jamuna Puline, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is remembering the moods of Srimati Radhika as her maidservant and praying, that hearing that sound of Krishna's flute, Ghare na jaibo, I will not return home. Vane pravesibo, I will enter the forest. Olila rasaratare, to relish that rasa, that nectar of Krishna's sweetness. Tyaji kula laj, giving up all family ties. Braja Vraja Raj, I will worship that Sri Krishna. That is my prayer. So Radharani is remembering now, chanting Hare, how she's left everything. That why Krishna Keli Sudha Prashravan, the sweetness of Krishna and his play, his loving pastimes, is like a waterfall of nectar. Krishna Keli Sudha Prashravan. And so Srimati Radhika is chanting Hare. And then again, Hare. And she's remembering now, chanting this Mahamantra, how Krishna, when she entered the forest, appeared before her. Krishna appearing before her, then she's remembering her pastimes with Krishna. Rati shuka share, gatam avishare, madhana mano haravesham, nakuru nitam bini, gamana vilambhana, anusaratam hridayesha, dhira samire, Jamunatire Basati Vane Vanamali Pina Payodhara Parisharamardhana Chanchalakara Juga Shali Dhira Samire Jamunatire. Haribo. So now this is Hare. Raghunath Goswami is giving very high lila, so I can just give indication, right? But this is Mahamantra. Every day we're chanting. So if we don't understand what are we chanting, then what are we doing? Pressing play on a tape recorder? The parrot can also chant. Mahamantra is very powerful. If you do it like that, it's very powerful. Knowing or unknowing, medicine will do its work. But if you understand, then it's more sweet. So Radharani is chanting Hare. This is now Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. First Hare, she's remembering Krishna who steals the mind, steals the heart. Then Krishna. Why? Krishna is all attractive, all sweet, all beauty, all charm, all everything. And so she's naturally attracted. Then Hare again, hearing the sound of Krishna, she's running through the forest. Then Krishna. So now we're on Krishna. Krishna appears before her. Pina payodhara parishara mardana chanchalakara yugasthali. Krishna is very restless. Why? That the mood of the lover is desire to meet with her beloved, and this creates restlessness, chanchalata. So Krishna is Chanchala Kara Yugasali. His hands are very restless. So Krishna wants to meet with Srimati Radhika. So therefore Krishna, Srimati Radhika is remembering that. Why? Because she is feeling separation, he is feeling separation. So how to remove all separation? This is the meditation. Therefore Mahamantra is the mantra that removes any separation from God. This is the purpose of the Mahamantra. That now I am separated, I chant this mantra so I will no longer be separated. Why? Radharani is herself chanting this mantra to remove separation. Therefore Krishna is restless. How can I remove any separation? Any covering, I have to remove. So Krishna is very restless. Said that he's pulling at her cloth. Why? He must remove separation. So Krishna, Krishna. Moving and then nicely massaging. Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare. And it said then Krishna, why? She's feeling so much separation, so much pain. So Krishna embraces. And this is Hare. By this embrace, then he takes her hand, Hare, and takes her to the Kunj. This is Hare, Hare. And he says, so Srimati Radhika is praying and remembering Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare. And then Hare. Now this third Hare in a row. Hare, first Hare in this section is moving and embracing and bringing to the Kunj, Hare. And Srimati Radhika says, with this Hare, Krishna is removing all pain of separation, all suffering. Everything is removed. Hare Ram. Then who is Ram? People say Ram is Balaram, Ram is Ram, Chandra. Mahamantra, this is not the fact. This is Radhika Raman Ram. Krishna who is lover Shri Radha. Why? Like I said, Mahamantra is many levels, many understandings. But we're taking the top understanding and then we can understand all the stairways. Right? First understand the highest. Not understand, but get some idea. Right? You understand that side, and then you can understand this. So Hare Rama, Srimati Radhika is meditating on her. Krishna is her beloved, as her lover. Ram. And then again Ram. This Rama is actually not Krishna, this is Shri Radha. And it said that, but also it said that in the meeting of Shri Radha and Krishna, Srimati Radhika takes on the mood of Krishna. That means the masculine mood. This is the next Ram. Raghunath Das Goswami describes like this. This is also described in Ramananda Ray Samvad. It said, Prem Vivarta. Love becomes so intense that there becomes a Vivarta, which means a transformation. And Krishna develops the mood of Radha, and Radha develops the mood of Krishna. So Krishna takes on the mood of Shri Radha, and Krishna, like it said in love, one has the masculine role, one has feminine role. So this is second Rama. And then again Rama. In this way, all separation is removed, and that purity of their love is manifest. It said in Chaitanya Charitamrita that the love for Krishna and Shri Radha is spotlessly pure, like the effulgence of the sun. And in this world, lusty relations are like darkness. They're opposite. With Krishna it's the sun, and this world it's darkness. Why? Because this world is all based on exploitation and selfish sense desire, and it's not according to the true dharma. That's the point. The meeting of the soul with God is the true dharma of the soul. It's the true nature, the true essence, the true purpose of the soul, to meet with God, not to be separate. And so how can there be any contamination when the soul and God are meeting? This is the ultimate purity. Everything else is impure. Why? Everything else is adharma. Dharma is to meet with God. Adharma is to be separate. That's why it said, all the Sastra's injunctions to remember the Lord and to never forget the Lord. That is the essence of all the teachings, of all the scriptures. All other teachings are the servants of those teachings. So Rama, Rama, Hare, Hare. And in these two last Hares, it's described that Srimati Radhika is remembering Krishna like a lion. Removing all, you could say, very forcefully removing any mood of separation. Right? She's saying, I am like a helpless deer. Why? Sometimes meeting with Krishna, then again man may come, or she'll say, no. Jahi Madhava, Jahi Keshava, Madhava Kaitava Vadam. Don't touch me, don't be near me. We see like that, she has that mood. But actually inside, she's feeling so much joy. So there's so many more and more details, but this is just a synopsis Raghunath Das Goswami is giving to help us understand that this Mahamantra is not some material thing. This Mahamantra is not, okay, this is just for Kali Yuga. This Mahamantra is the love song. Shri Radha is calling out in separation from Krishna, remembering her meeting and praying for a meeting again. So when we're chanting, we're thinking, oh, how can I assist in the meeting of Radha with Krishna? You have chanted like that? So we'll do programs and then we say, okay, now Katha, and now you sit and chant. Not with yourself as the subject, with Radha and Krishna's love as the subject. And we are serving that love, that pure love, and praying to participate in that love. As jiva, which means, it said even, this seems this is actually part and parcel with all of our scriptures. It said that kling, which we chant, that bij mantra kling, which is the sound of Krishna's flute. This means Radha, Krishna, their embrace, their kiss, and the jiva with them, participating in that divine romance. Om is the same thing. Radha, Krishna, and jiva. That is the fundamental reality. So the essence of reality is love. Everything else is to facilitate and to serve love. All the other rasas are to serve the original rasa, Adi rasa, which is Sringar rasa, is the love of Radha and Krishna. If you look at all the other rasas, they're all in support of Adi rasa, Madhurya rasa, or Sringar rasa, the love between Radha and Krishna. All the other emotions, Sanchari bhav, Vyavichari bhav, Suhrit, all these moods, Vibhav, Anubhav, all the ingredients of rasa is to serve that essential, fundamental relationship of love between Sri Radha and Sri Krishna. So we understand that, and then we chant, we're also included in that. Meaning, then we can understand all the other, we'll do classes for each explanation of the Mahamantra. Okay, we'll do classes, okay, how do I understand it like this, from my perspective. But now you can understand just a hint from Radharani's perspective. Yes? As described by her own intimate Shrirati Manjari. Okay? Vanchakalpatarivasa kripa sindhuve vacha patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo